Hey, so today I'm gonna share with you what I would do if I would go a crash and have to start from zero. Starting from zero is hard. You should have at least a couple of $100 to start with, in my opinion, just so that you can buy samples, so that you can get your Shopify store up and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm basically gonna give you the exact steps that I would take if I would have to start over. And these are also the exact steps that you can take if you are just starting from scratch. In the very beginning, I would make sure that my living expenses are covered. Okay, I would say, okay, what are my minimum living expenses that I have to buy food, pay for the rent, all of these kind of things, because it's very unlikely that you start from scratch and by the end of 30 days, when your bills are due, when you have to pay your rent, you already made that profit back and you have it in your bank account and that it's sufficient to pay for everything. So in the very beginning, I would look for a job where I could preferably work at, the evenings and nighttime, maybe wait tables, maybe work at the bartender, work in clubs, do anything like that, because then on the daytime I'd be free. It should never be a full-time thing, just so much that it pays the minimum living expenses. So preferably that is a job where you just sit and do nothing and get paid for. So for example, if you drive cars, if you drive taxis, or if you drive Ubers, oftentimes you have these downtimes where you just sit there and do nothing. In that time, you can then work on your business as well, while getting paid when you're on the clock. Okay, on the clock, Uber wasn't a great example, but just some sort of part-time job that doesn't involve onto your most productive times, which are in the daytime, or which enable you on the daytime that you have a little bit of room so that you can actually set up your business. Then I would start looking around and not look for products. That's the biggest mistake you can do. Is like, oh, what product should I sell? Which market has the biggest potential? Like, forget all that crap. Niche down on what person do you want to serve? What person do you want to sell to? So I would think about what kind of person I'm passionate about, or what kind of people do I know? Preferably it's people that are like me, because that's easiest to sell because I know myself and I know what I like, right? So for example, I would maybe go into the home improvement space. I would sell very specific tools for woodworkers, and that's just the person, okay? So very first I would just make up my mind and see who is the person that I could sell products to. And because I don't have any money, I would take a look from two ways or two strategies. So I would put as much time in it as possible, and I would always try to not be a perfectionist. But when I set up my store, when I set up marketing, that I just do everything as quick as possible. Like, you want to get started as quick as possible. And the goal in the very beginning should be testing out different things, testing out different products, testing out different affiliates, seeing what products work really well. And I'm going to get to that in a minute, how exactly to do that. But really what I would do is I would create my own content. So I would go on platforms where I can create an audience and a following really quickly. And those platforms right now is TikTok and LinkedIn. So I would go on TikTok. And I would create an Instagram page as well at the same time. And I'm going to go through why I would do that. But these are the platforms that I would use. TikTok gets you an incredible quick following. We just started on TikTok for Easy Peasy Ecom. So check that out. If you're on TikTok, just head over to Easy Peasy Ecom. But really what we do is we just posted a handful of videos. One of the videos had 1,000 views in 2 days. We already created 40 or 50 followers in those 2 days. It's incredible how much actual free traffic you can get. Then I would create content. This wouldn't have to be, me on the video. This could just be reposting cool gadgets or cool products, or anything that I can post that I can make entertaining enough where I can accumulate a following. And I would use that following and transfer it over to Instagram and directly to my online shop. So I would create a dropshipping store, a Shopify store, where I put a bunch of different products, like, I don't know, maybe 20 different woodworking products. Right now, I don't know which ones are selling. I don't know which one's doing well. When I create my following, I would have the Instagram page and my store to monetize. So I would send people from TikTok to Instagram, and in Instagram I can have my link to my shop in the bio. Or I would, include the direct link to my shop in the TikTok videos. Like I say, the Shopify store, super simple, super easy, super quick. I would look for suppliers for those products and order a sample for each product to someone in China so that they can look at it if they have a good quality. So I wouldn't pay the money to send those product samples to me because I don't have any money, right? But I would just pay $10, $20 per sample to send it to someone in China, to a freelancer, to someone I can find on Fiverr, to just check the quality. So I would go look for suppliers and then fill up my store with 20 products. Keep it super simple, keep it super clean. I would have the Shopify store. I would generate interest. People would see the products, then go over to my shop. From TikTok, from Instagram to my shop. And then I would start making some money selling these products, just drop shipping them. I don't have to buy them. I would then see which of these products are the best products. What is my best seller? What are the products that work really well? Then with this handful of products, I would go to influencers, to other people on TikTok, to other people on Instagram, to other bloggers, to other YouTubers, and I would pay them a little bit of money to promote my products. I would prefer blog posts and YouTube channels because that content kind of stays there. Instagram always disappears because it ranks down, right? But on YouTube, if you rank your video up to a certain place, it doesn't disappear. That's what I'm aiming for. Blogger and YouTuber. I would take all the profits that I made through my organic traffic and put that into paying those influencers to make a review about my product. Then because that review, that stays up there, that stays in the internet, on their blog, that stays on their YouTube channel, and that will generate another traffic source that goes to my Shopify store. So now we have my traffic source, which is my own social media, TikTok, Instagram, and it's others, because now I was able to pay 2 or 3 bloggers that put it out. Then I would take that money, that profit, and put it back into getting 10 influencers or 20 influencers. At the same time, I would grow my channel. So for 3 months or so, I would not take money out because you still have that job, which is great. You should keep that and do some side hustle. I know now in the crisis, it might not be easy to wait tables because all the restaurants are closed. So I would go in a call center, like just do something where you have enough money to pay your living expenses. You want to be able to grow that following, you want to be able to grow traffic and to grow revenue from your store. And you can only do that by reinvesting as much profits as possible. Obviously, at one point, you want to take money out, right? But I would not do that at a stage when I'm still dropshipping. So now that I have recurring revenue, and I know what products sell well, that is a moment when I would bump up my profit margin. Now I would go and buy these products in bulk. So now I would go buy these products in bulk, put them up on Amazon, still offer them in my store. Now the profit margin that I have just grows from like 15% with dropshipping to 40% or 50% with Amazon or with buying them in bulk. That's really what I would aim for because then I have the profit margin. From there on, I would start to introduce digital products where I have an even bigger margin. I would start to build out sales funnels and going into the paid ads kind of space. But that's for later. So just to start with and to summarize. First, I would get income in form of a, part-time job. Then I would create a dropshipping store and a social media following and drive people from my social media following to the store. I would take the profits from that and invest it in a handful of influencers where I know the products are my best-selling products, where it's proven that these products really sell well. The influencers promote my products. I take that profit. I save. I take that profit and spread it out to more influencers, to bloggers, to somewhere where the blog post stays up there or the YouTube video stays up there in the rankings so that I can continuously get revenue and traffic from these people. Only then, when I know what products are really proven, I would go and extend my profit margins and go for physical products, for buying them in bulk. And only after some time, then I would add digital products, then I would add sales funnels, and I would do all of the other kind of crazy things that you can do that are really effective and work really well, but that take a lot of time to set up. So in the very beginning, I would just go with like the minimum viable things that I need to do to make some money. That's what I would focus on. Really spend all the time that I have on that. Don't go out, don't go party, don't meet friends, don't do any of that stuff that you don't need to do. Don't waste money on alcohol especially. Don't waste money on anything fun. You are in growth mode. Okay, so for a year, I would just completely focus on that. I would go to work. I would make sure my living expenses are covered and I don't have to worry about that. And every other second of the day where I'm not sleeping or working, I would be putting time in my business and creating content that sticks out. That's my strategy. So if you like that way, if you like that strategy, if you need help with that, we offer coaching in either group or one-on-one personal coaching. Just reach out to me below this video. You will find an email address that is Nils@easypeasysourcing.com. Just shoot me an email. I got on the phone with you and basically can guide you through that process. All right, that's it for me today. Check in the video tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to not miss when we dig deeper into those strategies and when I share these strategies on my screen so you can follow them here on YouTube.